'66 Mustang Resurrection Part 6 today. So last time we got the engine and the trans out of the car, but I couldn't get them separated because the whole damn thing's locked up. So today we're going to get the engine and trans separated and dig into that motor, see if we can find the source of all the damage. Should be fairly obvious. Alright, let's go. So the idea is, because the motor's locked up, I can't get the transmission off because I can't rotate the flex plate to get the torque converter bolts out. So I got to take the oil pan off and try to figure out what's locked up about it. I may have to even drop the crank out in order to be able to spin the flex plate around so I can get the transmission off. So I'm going to take the oil pan off right now and kind of see what I can see. Get these transmission lines out of the way. Oh, shit. Oh, holy shit. Well, that ain't great. Looks like piston skirt. Holy shit. Never want to find that in your oil pan. Holy shit. There you go. Quiet. The piston is fucking sideways. The piston came out of the sleeve. The block is toast. The piston came out completely and got cocked sideways. How the fuck does that happen? Jesus Christ. piston came completely fucking out of the cylinder. Holy shit. Wow. Holy shit. Well, that block is toast. Fuck. Fucking unbelievable. The piston popped completely out of the cylinder, sideways in there. And then the rod broke the sidewall off the piston, broke the whole skirt off the piston. But the piston is sideways. It's supposed to be up in the bore like that. Look at the whole piston came out sideways. Oh. So I guess this block is fucking trash. That's Jesus Christ, unbelievable. So let me try to get this rod out if I can, so I can rotate the assembly and get the transmission off. So I took the cap off the bottom of the rod and was able to rotate the crank a little bit with this rod stuck up in there and expose a couple of the torque converter bolts. This one is metric, totally different size than the other one. That one came off 9/16 metric. Okay, I was able to rotate the crank by hand enough that I could get to all 4 bolts. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it on the ground and take the bell housing bolts off and get the transmission off, because I have an engine stand. I want to put it up on the engine stand and take the heads off and take it apart a little bit more. So let me lower this down, we'll get the tranny off. Hell. For now. Okay, tranny, we'll mess with that another time. Moment of truth. Always really worried about this. So sketchy. Okay, that's it. Got free. Look at that. This is why, if you can afford it, don't ever buy Harbor Freight shit. Does that look pretty straight, huh? Jesus criminy. It's all welded stuff too, so it's got nothing to do with assembly. Holy moly. This thing is an absolute piece of shit as well. Don't buy it. Okay. This piston has popped completely sideways out of the bore. It's supposed to look like that, where the piston is inside the bore. Even at the bottom stroke, like so, the piston is still in the bore. This thing has popped completely out of the bore sideways. Absolutely sideways. How the hell? Wow. You can see the block right there is busted. Chunk of it busted off. And that looks like a pretty old brake. That's because it is a very old brake. Those pieces were not recovered in the pan. Not there. All the pieces of the piston are there. None of that is there. So that was an old brake. Somebody put this motor back together like this. All you see that's left of that cylinder, that bore, is a sleeve. I don't know if it had been sleeved or if that's just part of the construction of these blocks. I'm not familiar enough. That sleeve is left. The block is gone, and that is not in the pan. So that is an old injury. Look at that. Unbelievable. Alright. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Still a lot to do, obviously. Make sure you subscribe. Give me the thumbs up or thumbs down if you're a jerk like that. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.